Earlier this year, Toyota unveiled its first fully electric SUV. It's called the BZ4X, and on paper, it looks pretty good. It has a maximum range of 320 miles, optional four-wheel drive, decent charging times, and a comfy interior. However, upon release, the BZ4X has become a nightmare for both owners and Toyota. Because of an issue with the wheels, the company has issued a buyback. But it's fair to say that this hasn't gone as planned. In this video, we'll explore everything you need to know about why Toyota is doing a buyback on the BZ4X. So what are we waiting for? Let's dive right in. The first question that needs to be answered is why on earth Toyota issued a recall in the first place? Well, the answer might just surprise you. The BZ4X has a problem with the wheels. They're susceptible to falling off, even when the car is practically new. Here's how Toyota worded the problem. After low mileage use, all of the hub bolts on the wheel can loosen to the point where the wheel can detach from the vehicle. That sounds absolutely terrifying, and you can only imagine what BZ4X owners felt when they heard the news. Chances are, they never want to drive that vehicle again. This is why Toyota is issuing a recall. The BZ4X clearly has massive safety concerns, and if the problem isn't fixed on all of their cars, the company could be looking at a lot of blood on its hands. The BZ4X was released in May of 2022. Toyota quickly realized its mistake and issued a recall in June. Only 2,700 vehicles situated in the US were included in this recall. The company stated that owners of affected vehicles should not drive their vehicles under any circumstances and return them to Toyota as soon as they can. However, Toyota hasn't yet found a solution to the problem, so affected owners have been left without a car indefinitely. To compensate for this, Toyota has offered owners two options. They can either be refunded entirely for their vehicle or be given $5,000 in credit, as well as fuel reimbursement and an extension on Toyota's free charging package. Some owners are attempting to get more from Toyota, particularly asking the company to refund some of their dealer markups, which they were forced to pay before purchasing the car. These markups happen to be particularly high at the minute too, for one main reason. In the US, electric car supply is very low, while demand is extremely high. As such, car dealers are able to increase their markups because many buyers simply don't have another choice. This is just another kick in the teeth for the BZ4X owners. Imagine waiting for months or even years and spending thousands to get an electric vehicle only to be unable to drive it. Because of these supply chain issues, some owners are choosing the credit package and hiring or renting a car while the problem is solved. However, because Toyota has no idea how to fix the problem, owners could be looking at months without their electric SUV, and with current car prices, that credit package could be depleted very quickly. However, a report has shown that many people have not yet taken advantage of the incentive for unknown reasons. Perhaps owners are confused about what to do because of the gravity of this situation. Toyota has put these owners in a seriously hard spot. The situation is just as bad for those who have ordered a BZ4X but haven't received it yet. These people are being forced to choose to wait and hope that their EV is fixed quickly, or cancel their order and hope they can find a new EV to buy. Either way, these people are going to be left without a car seemingly indefinitely. So it's fair to say that Toyota's buyback isn't going great, but has the company ruined its image? It's hard to say how much damage this failure has done or will do to Toyota's image. However, it's fair to say that the potential for a damaged reputation is high. It's clear that a lot of BZ4X owners will be permanently put off from buying a Toyota, especially a Toyota EV, ever again. The company has already lost hundreds of customers who have given their vehicles back, and they could likely lose thousands of potential customers off the back of this failure. I know I'd rather buy a Hyundai Ioniq 5, which has a reputation for safety and reliability, than a BZ4X, which has a reputation of being a death trap. The fact that the BZ4X is Toyota's first car could prove particularly damaging. First impressions stick, and if Toyota's reputation for electric cars is unreliability, the company could struggle to penetrate such a competitive market. The fact that they still haven't found a solution to this problem compounds this fact even more. Toyota's stock price did take a small hit in May, which is when the issue was found. It's hard to say for sure that these two events are linked, but it could show a slight dip in Toyota's public reputation. The stock price has since stabilized though. Ultimately, it's hard to tell what the long-term damage of this buyback will be. But because of the shambles that it has been, in the short term at least, many people will look at Toyota in a completely different way. The company is known for reliability, and the BZ4X has really let this reputation slip. Again, it's pretty hard to speculate what will happen to the BZ4X, but one thing's for sure, it's going to be hard to get new customers interested in the model. Because no matter how good it actually is, the BZ4X will always be known for its unreliability and poor safety, and many owners would rather buy a successful model like the Tesla Model X than a new EV that didn't even last a month on the roads before being recalled. In the short term, Toyota's priority with the BZ4X should be fixing it for the people who already own a vehicle. These people have been affected the most and deserve their vehicles back as soon as possible. Toyota can then focus on how to fix the BZ4X's reputation to the rest of the world. The BZ4X's failure could have adverse repercussions on the future Toyota EVs. The company's aim is for all Toyotas sold in Europe, North America, and China to be fully electric by 2030. Toyota's president also stated that by 2030, there will be around 30 different electric Toyotas on the road. With a setback this early, this date might have to be pushed back, but only time will tell how quickly Toyota can recover. Another consequence of the BZ4X buyback is that it has made large investors incredibly angry. For years, investors have urged Toyota to put more effort into the EV market. This has given the company a great deal of pressure to deliver, and the fact that the company has fallen at the first hurdle made the investors unhappy to say the least. Thankfully though, $35 billion is still being devoted to the electric vehicle sector. This should give the company more than enough funding, not only to fix the problem that they already are facing, but also to develop more reliable models in the future. The Toyota BZ4X was a joint venture with Subaru, and Subaru released a sister car called the Solterra. Toyota has stated that Solterra owners should also refrain from driving their vehicle and contact Toyota for updates and details. It's a real shame that this issue hasn't just affected one new SUV, but two. This will surely hurt the supply chain issues even further and damage Subaru's reputation. Hopefully, with both companies on the case, the issue will be fixed more quickly. We can only keep our fingers crossed for the sake of the BZ4X and Solterra owners. So that's everything you need to know about why the Toyota is doing a buyback on the BZ4X. This whole situation has not been a good look for Toyota. Not only have they put their customers in an incredibly difficult situation, but they've also shown an inability to take the EV market by storm. To recover from this, Toyota needs to fix the problem that they created and fast, because as this situation continues, the company's reputation will fall, and current BZ4X owners will be even more mistreated. We can be thankful that the problem was spotted before anyone was seriously hurt, and we should keep our fingers crossed for the BZ4X and Solterra owners who have been dealt a terrible hand in a poor economic climate.